Hello gamers, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all doing well. In today's video I will discuss about Red Dead Redemption may be stuck under its own shadow like The Last of Us game. Red Dead Redemption and The Last of Us have many iconic characters, but this causes problems for the stories that future games can tell. The Last of Us and Red Dead Redemption face challenges in deciding whether to focus on established characters or venture into new territory. Sticking with beloved characters can please fans, but exploring new perspectives prevents stagnation and promotes innovation. Naughty Dog and Rockstar face high expectations with their next games, needing to make tough choices on character focus. With well-written stories, it's hard not to fall in love with some characters. This is true of Naughty Dog's The Last of Us franchise, which has introduced the world to a host of characters worth laughing with and crying for. Rockstar has achieved the same with the Red Dead Redemption series, particularly John Marston, who is a complex character whose actions occasionally cause chaos in his life. Looking forward, if a new Red Dead Redemption game were to be released, it would face the same problem that The Last of Us has. Sticking with beloved characters can be a fan-pleasing move. However, moving on to the next chapter to explore other perspectives represents innovation and prevents stagnation. The Last of Us and its protagonist problem. The Last of Us introduces players to the weapon smuggler Joel, who is tasked with transporting Ellie to a rebel group known as the Fireflies. Of course, it's no easy journey when the zombie-like infected roam the streets. On the surface, Joel isn't a likable person. He's selfish, vindictive, and not afraid to resort to brutality for the sake of survival. He could arguably be labeled as humanity's greatest villain, as he prevents the cure for the pandemic from being formed. This hasn't stopped him from acquiring fans, however. Knowing his background and how he witnessed the death of his daughter makes Joel something more than just a brutal man with a gun. Instead, there are multiple ways to interpret Joel's morality. The drastic actions he takes to save his loved ones have sparked debates among gamers that may never be resolved. When the sequel rolled around, Naughty Dog decided to switch perspectives and tell a story from Ellie's point of view. This was a controversial move, as so many players had grown attached to Joel. Furthermore, there was a second protagonist, Abby, who divided players through her actions. Consequently, not all players managed to connect with her in the same way that they did with Joel and Ellie. The sequel is stuck in the shadow of the first game as it reaches out into uncharted territory. The franchise will face the same problem yet again if a third The Last of Us game ever releases. There's a chance that players will get another game about Ellie, or perspectives could shift once again. There's already a good candidate, Abby, to serve as the next protagonist, but she may struggle to meet the bar set by Joel once again. Did Naughty Dog make the right move? Ultimately, it's debatable whether The Last of Us experiment was a success. For some, shifting attention away from Joel was a bad move that alienated them. For others, it was a surprise that was shocking but nonetheless brave and should be commended. Red Dead Redemption 2 has the same problem as The Last of Us Part 2. The first Red Dead Redemption game is centered on John Marston, who is forced to hunt down his former gang members. He is quite the anti-hero, though he remains a sympathetic character due to his relatable struggle with morality and his intense desire to protect his family at all costs. Red Dead Redemption 2 serves as the prequel, and it has Arthur Morgan as the protagonist instead. This wasn't as controversial a move for several reasons, one of them being the fact that John is a major supporting character in RDR2. That doesn't mean that any future Red Dead Redemption games are out of the woods just yet, though. The next game will have a tough choice to make regarding whether it will continue the story of the Marston family. This could be done through another prequel that explores John's life in the Van der Linde gang. Alternatively, it could be a sequel that continues to focus on the Marston family through John's son, Jack. There's also the option to take an entirely new direction with a different character, which wouldn't be hard to do, as the Van der Linde gang is full of interesting folks with rich backstories, like Dutcher Sadie Adler. Though this seems like a great opportunity, it comes with the risk of raising the same controversy that The Last of Us Part 2 faced, especially if the game does not feature the Marston family at the forefront. Would Jack Marston serve as a good protagonist? John never wanted Jack Marston to live the life of an outlaw, but it appears that this is the path that his son took. It would be interesting to see how the cycle of violence continues to perpetuate itself through Jack, and whether he can find his own form of redemption. However, Jack's story is an overwhelmingly sad one, so it may be more suitable to go with a different character. Furthermore, Jack transforms into his father in many ways, which could make a sequel to Red Dead Redemption feel repetitive. Both Naughty Dog and Rockstar have created timeless classics that have influenced the gaming medium as a whole. However, with greatness comes high expectations. Rockstar will have to make some hard choices when it comes to what character the next Red Dead Redemption game focuses on, lest it lives in the shadow of its past protagonists forever. That's the end of my discussion, and thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of my latest uploads. See you next time on Crazy Gamers.